The bee was on the ground. I was just stomping it and stomping it. Alright guys, this is NinjaGaijin, and on today's episode I want to talk about bees in Japan. Yeah, that's right, bees. So, as you know, obviously there's different types of bees, and in Japan they mainly have two different types. They have one which is the Japanese hornet, which is huge. I'm telling you, it's literally like this big. I know a lot of people say literally. I'm not sure how figuratively it could actually be used, but in this case, anyways, it's huge. It basically looks like if you've ever seen a honeybee's like a mother bee that, you know, kind of moves very slowly. It's that size, but it moves very fast. And if it stings you, you need to go to the hospital right away. Because it's possible that you can actually die if you get stung by a Japanese hornet. And apparently that if you get stung once and you go to the hospital, like if you get stung again, it's even more dangerous. So it's definitely something to be wary. They do have the normal honeycomb bees as well, but you know, obviously those aren't really that bad. I mean, they sting you and it hurts, but the specific for this talk I want to do is that well, pretty much I was teaching, and in the classroom while we were teaching, a bee came in the second period. Bee came in, you know, all the students started freaking out. It wasn't that big, it was a smaller type of bees, but they were all freaking out and you know, moving around their seats. So we're going around and we're trying to kind of like shoo the bee out. We open up the windows, it doesn't want to go out. And then finally, like one of my other teachers that we're teaching with, like, hits the bee. And the bee lives and just flies outside one of the windows. So then we're like, okay, let's close the window so the bee doesn't come back in. Well, guess what? We left the door open because it was very hot today. You know, so apparently the bee went around to the next classroom, through their open window, through their open door, and came back to our classroom. I mean, this bee was on a mission. And, you know, the lesson just couldn't continue because everyone was looking at this bee and worried about getting stung. So I take this plastic folder and I'm start walking around and I'm waiting for it to settle. And well, it's hovering around. I have the plastic file. I smack the bee down. See the bee just kind of crawling on the ground, about to fly again, and then I stomp on it. Now, some people might say, well, that's kind of a shame. They shouldn't have really done that. But you know, we had no other choice. We tried to let it live. It didn't want to live. So I killed it, and then we put it in the trash can, and the lesson continued. Well, sure enough, the next period, another class, another bee came in. And this time I was with this other teacher, and once again, obviously the students, they were reacting the same way as the last class. And I'm start walking around, and the other teacher's like, you know what, I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna go get the bee spray killing thing. So she gets this thing and just literally sprays the shit out of it. And then it falls down, and guess what? She stomped on that one too. So lo and behold, back-to-back classes with bees. Luckily no students were stung, so we didn't have any problems. But it was just a very bee-ful day. Oh, that was a really bad pun. But anyways, if you have any questions, comments about bees or anything in Japan in general, you know, just comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.